What's up, friends and enemies? Welcome to the matchmaking video. We have the matchmaking for KVK3 ready, so let's go and see who is playing against who in this titanic, behemothing battle of pixels on a screen. Before we do that, of course, it's Thutmose, the hero of this story. Let's have a look at how many gold heads we have. 780, so we are in a good gold head position. We'd been a lot better if we didn't have a YSG max, but YSG will be integral to our KVK3 plan, so it's not all bad. In terms of equipment, I haven't really gone over the account too much recently because I haven't been doing videos because there ain't been nothing happening. That's bad English. But we're sponsored by Minigames today, and of course we've done the Golden Kingdom, got all that sorted. So I'm going to have to focus on cav, as we all know, for the next KVK. So I'm in a position where I really need to accrue some cav blueprints. I have none, I think, as of now. Have a quick look. Well, we got this one, but that one doesn't count. Yep, we got none. So we need for old buy bars soon to be upgraded to someone TBD. We need pressingly to upgrade the war helm, although it's not terrible. We need a few more pieces to be able to refine this. We desperately need that refined. It's much better. This one, same old story. And failing that, we need to get the Boots of the Hellish Wasteland, this, and I think it's the Helm of the Hellish Wasteland as well. They're just all much better. I have not much going on. Again, we don't really have any blueprint fragments for them. Well, we just don't. But we have quite a few conquest things going on. Not in the greatest positions. We've got 20 of the chest ones, which is good. I don't need the gloves at the moment, so I'm just going to save them until I make sacred grips, I guess. These are the ones I really want, and these, but alas, they are the ones I have the fewest of, sadly. So at the moment, our equipment, well, let's work out exactly how many pieces we have by trying to craft something we're not able to craft. Oh, I can craft the Milky Way, so I've got at least 60. I guess they're not in the greatest split if I'm not able to do this with a Hope Cloak because I'm just doing leather, so I have at least 60. So I have enough to do the Hellish Wasteland if I get it. So we're waiting patiently for that. We have the Alliance mobilization. Hey, another mini game coming tomorrow, I believe. Well, the matchmaking starts tomorrow. It's always the braces, isn't it? You always get the gloves for the Alliance mobilization, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. We also have the Wheel of Fortune event with the great new commanders we all want to stay with. Thutmose, Saladin, Edward, and Alexander. So obviously a bit of a miss on that one. But I believe in 2 weeks today, it will be the Cav MG for the first Cav wheel for the first time with the Season of Conquest commanders, which I'm looking forward to because that will change everything. So there we are with this account. Before we go on to matchmaker, I have a load of transmutation stones, so let's just try and get something better. Oh god, that one's decent already. Okay, well, we found the one we need to transmute, so let's keep the Cav defense. We have how many stones? 15. So we can do this 5 times. Come on, pray for me. I mean, that is better. It's not much better. I think I'd rather keep the attack than the march speed. March speed cav isn't that important. Okay, it's an improvement. 1.5% health, not what we want to see, but it's better than 1.5% siege health. So we'll class that as a bit of a win. 15 transmutation stones. I don't usually get anything at all with them, so I'm delighted to have something to show for it. Right, there I am. We've got Marauders coming in 2 days. I will be streaming, bashing some Marauders. I haven't been able to stream recently, variety of life and the fact that, again, nothing is happening outside of KVK, so there's not much point streaming. Hope I'm here. I'm not going on holiday or anything this time, so I hope to stream a lot of the fights. It is KVK3, so there aren't that many. So we shall get down into that. For now, let us have a look then, as I quickly mine some gold, at the matchmaking. In fact, the best place to start is here. So we're 3310, 3303, 3307, and 3320 are facing off against 94, 90, 08, and 16. On paper, it's quite a hard match. Let me get up the graphic I've been lovingly provided. Here we go. Make this a bit bigger, too big. So our coalition has less power but more kill points, which I guess is what you want at this stage. So our kingdom is pretty comparable with 94 in all aspects. It's got more kill points but less power. We're going to have a more in-depth look in a second. So we're twinned up with 07, who have we fought we fought with in KVK2. You can see the interest I paid, and 08, whom we fought against in KVK2. They look comparable. I'd say from my experience, I'd say 08's a little stronger than 07, but again, who knows? They could have had big migrations, could have changed, whatnot. 20 we fought against, we're now fighting with. I felt bad for 20 in KVK2. They were basically used as the sacrificial lambs by 08. They had half a day's fighting against us, and obviously you can tell by the numbers they're a lot weaker, so they got crushed. To be honest, they were just in a really crappy position. There was not much they could do there. I don't know anything about 90. I don't know anything about 03. There looks like the runts of our gang on paper, but you know, they're BC'd. I'm sure they've got a little bit about them. And 16 is the big one, the ones who accuse us of betraying them, and all the drama kicked off that I didn't really pay much heed to. But anyway, it could be a bit of a grudge match. Let's go round the kingdoms then. Compare ours against theirs, and we can draw conclusions as to who is the strongest and who is more likely to prevail in this KVK. We shall start at home, of course. So our alliances look like this. Our top two are the ones to really look at. You can tell by the leaders of Alliance 3, 4, 5, etc. that they're not going to be combat alliance. We've got a big 8 million and a big 5 million. Strong. It is a very strong kingdom. I mean, let's go and have a look at the individual power rankings for more of a sight of how we are. So we've got big old Dasher, we've got Wrath and Nim. Mason's is a very strong account. We've been through Touch Me and where is he? Where's Ainsley? They're probably our strongest players from what I've seen. So they've got the good 80 million, excellent rally and garrison lead side of things. In terms of individual kills, we've got big old Mason account, which again is a sick account. Bot Boat, sick account. I don't know anything about Nuplum Farm. I believe he or she migrated in on the special ticket. So we've got some big work. Glow as well. Glow's a fantastic player and a very big account. So we really do have some big account. Of course, we have me as well, which is the something a cross we have to bear. But I'm hoping to do something in this KVK. I'm hoping to be able to finally put my tier 5, my newly formed tier 5 to good use. We don't have much so far. 12,000 of that. 320 of that will be powering this out on the training days of pre-KVK. So there we go. Right, so that's us. Let's go through our allies first then. So next stop, 07. Welcome to the Feywild caretakers of the KVK. So led by Brand, it's a very Indonesian kingdom, that much I know. Their main alliance has 5 million power, which is as much as our second alliance. But again, we are a bit of a special case. So the big boy is old account with good power. Other stuff here to note, that's obviously a very strong account. What else do we have? This one here. Hopefully going to get a chance to do a video comparing our kingdom with 94 with Frog Boy from his kingdom once we sort it out. So there are some good players here, obviously. Big power. But it's what you expect from a B-seed in KVK3, I think, 5 million. What's their second alliance? I've got it all wrong. 3316 traitors. I'm sure they've got exactly the opposite on theirs. Apologies to my friends in 07. I was obviously looking at the wrong thing. So we have the main alliance, obviously looks a lot stronger. Thank God I was looking at that last one, just trying to be polite. I was like, we're dead. There's some big boys here. So they've got a 6 and a 5, which is strong numbers. Or is it slightly more than, was it 7 basically? No, it's a 6, the opposite of a 7. So they look all right, don't they? They were okay in the last KVK from the little I saw. Very Indonesian kingdom. There's a lot of strength and a lot of weaknesses from having a single nationality kingdom. I'm sure there are some non-Indonesian players, but during uptime, they'll smash. During downtime, they just get absolutely smashed because no one's online. It's very much a case of when they're online, they burn loads of flags. Then people burn their flags when they're offline. It goes more like that. Right, so there's 07 on to 03. Let's have a look at them. Blink of an eye, we're in 03. Evil Goku. So they've got this. They got a star in KVK1, which is a good sign. Who have they got? Is it the new account? Yep, very impressive. So a big spender there with a very nice account. Ooh, they've got a load of. Well, they got two big same season players, which is always good. You always want to see the big same season players. Obviously, Evil Goku's not going to be as strong in terms of commanders and whatnot as Ares, who's a mad person for doing this. God, that's going to be a busted account. But spenders are what win KVKs, in my opinion. So it's good to see a lot of high ID numbers here. It fills me with positivity. You don't need massive power as a kingdom if you've got loads of great players. I think we have about 100 tier 5s. I don't know how many our allies do. Obviously less. I think there's only 2 Imperiums in this, other than 94 fighting against each other. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's an old account. But there are some big accounts here, as there will be on all sides. But let's see if they've got anything else. Their main alliance, what was it? 1 star and how much power? And why is my memory so terrible? 6.1. Second alliance, I presume, is this one. Okay, so they're just a 1 alliance kingdom from the looks of it, which is fine. In fact, I prefer that, actually. It means they're probably more focused and they've got stronger fighters. Maybe they don't have the depth of flag fillers, but that's not really that relevant for KVK3. So on to the next kingdom, as I try and remember which one we're also allied with. How could I forget 20, of course? And they're the ones I'm most interested in seeing. I spoke quite a bit with Darth Invader last KVK. He's a really nice guy, and obviously the situation in which they found themselves was very unfortunate. Darth Invader's got a superb account. I presume that account's very strong as well. This one will be too, so they look weaker than 03 on paper. Whether or not that's actually the case when we go and have a look at their second alliance, I've seen about 7, 8 tier 5 so far. 9. It's not the be-all, end-all 10, but it's a good sign of power. It's a good indication, like a... There we go. So they've got about 13, 14, 15, let's say 20, rounded up a little bit. No star for them yet. Hopefully we can change that here, as my computer decides to slow right down. Let's see how their second alliance is. Okay, so they're pretty much a 2 alliance kingdom. I presume this one, well, I was going to say will be a lot weaker with more same seasons, but there's a big old cross season. This guy's got identical stats to me, so he's probably great. So when I look at IDs, I basically count. If it's 8 numbers, like this 117, 596, 21, it means it's an older account. If it's 9 numbers, it means it's a very new account. And anything there, you look at it and think, oh wow, this guy's done well. For instance, this one's a good 9-digit account. So this guy's presumably a spender of sorts. Let's see. So there's a load of littler accounts here. But again, it's very difficult to judge 20 based on KVK2. I'm very interested to see how they perform this one. I imagine it'll be a lot better when they're not basically fighting against the strongest kingdom and everyone's like, yeah, good luck, guys. So let's see what happens with them. So there's our side. We've got 3 stars between us, 2 from us, 1 from 03. Let's compare it to 94 and all their pals. 94, like us, I believe, has 2 stars. Indeed, it does. KVK1 and KVK2 victory. I'm not quite sure if it was as simple as our victories. Well, I was only here for KVK2, of course, but KVK1, from what I saw, was a pretty smashing win. The big 2 turkey hamlets. We've got Frog Boy, our man, here somewhere. The infantry god. So very strong kingdom. Yeah, some big boy accounts in this. Listen, we may lose, we may win, but I just hope there's some fighting this time. Honestly, when you don't fight in a game like Rise of Kingdoms, you start thinking, why the hell am I playing it? Now, this is a guy who's spent some real dollar. 115 million power with that ID. It means the credit cards come out, my friends. And in our free-to-play, we don't like that. Although, paying the other account, so I guess I'm just being hypocritical. So, very big account. Very impressive. I'd imagine similar to us in terms of tier 5. Let's have a look around. I know a lot of people from 94 commented before and said they've got more alliances than I looked at. Minimum power 17. Quite like. I don't really factor these in because if you're the sort of player who's got a 30 million account in KVK3 and you can get good kill points, fair play to you. You're a better person than I am. I don't think I'd be able to do that. But we've You know, they've got more power than us as a kingdom for sure. I think. Looking at both the stats and this, the Eternal Pandas, 4.5 million, 4.5 billion. Sorry. Selection of big same season. I'm unfairly suggesting here that they're not going to be as strong on the other alliances because these look very strong. Here's more the 30 odd million. Let's just click around 30 million. This is kind of what I see as an account that's not going to do too much. Maybe it will. Maybe I'll be proved wrong, but I don't factor them in too much. To be honest, I'm not going to be able to do much, which as a new tier 5 same season free to play, I'm going to try, but I don't think I'll be that effective. I think it's more of the big boys fighting each other in the KVK3, and we support. So we've got a computer which is deciding to give up the ghost at the moment, and B, a good selection of strong alliances here. Finally we'll click exactly. Wait, that was the different one, wasn't it? Oh, the Eternal Pandas, 4.49. And the Pillars of Garuda, 4.3. So they're very similar in price. They've got a 4. So say a 4.5, a 4.5, a big old, let's call that an 8. And this one's a 3.5. So in terms of power, they're definitely more than us. So if it comes down to flag filling and whatnot, we're probably going to get outfought in this one. Listen, they're a very strong kingdom. I'm sure when we do a more in-depth video, we'll see some of the big accounts. But yeah, they look impressive. Let's be honest about it. Right, let's go on to the less Imperium kingdoms and feel a bit better about our chances. They've taken the hobbits to Eisenhold. Let's have a look at 3308. They were very strong, I recall. So they got the star in KVK1. Well, it must be KVK1s. We got it in 2. Putin. Now that's a big account. Putin's got a second big account as well. That one's the same season one. Listen, a same season account with 3 billion kill points. Ludicrous. I know he streams as well. This guy's a player. Yeah, Jamie Prime was ridiculously strong as well, I seem to recall. Yeah, they're very strong 08. I think they're closer to A seed than many of the others in this KVK. Obviously, they don't have the strength in depth, but the top end here is mad strong. Mad for it. They've even got Gengar. We're dead. It'll be interesting to see how this... I think it's either us and 94 who are the strongest for sure. Probably give us just the edge, basically because I'm here and I know how strong we are. I might be wrong, but I think in terms of team, there's a lot to be said for 08 having the stronger team. Sorry, the other coalition. Let's see, their second alliance, another 4 billion. So really strong kingdom 08. Let's go and have a quick look at 16. Led by Jon Snow. You could say they know nothing, but they have nothing to lose. So 16, of course, they got the star in KVK1. Then we started as allies to them, and it fell by the wayside, I believe. And I believe there's 2 separate stories for why that happened. Still got big old Superman slap. Good Superman. We love Superman here. So from what I recall, 16 were okay, but not... they were Imperium. I don't think they're Imperium level. I thought 08 was a little stronger than personally. Listen, they had a lot of fighting early on. Maybe they got, well, not worn out, but depleted through that. I'm looking for my boy with the 2 billion same season power kill points. I can't find him though. Maybe he's gone. Nope, can't find him. So that's their main alliance, 5.6 billion. I presume they'll have a very strong secondary alliance as well. Yeah, another 5 billion here. Where is he? I'm trying to find. Here we go. This guy is again, same season account, 2.7 billion kill points. This guy knows what's what. Let's be honest, he's a good guy as well. So there's definitely a lot of strength in depth in all these kingdoms, to be honest. 16, 08. 08's a scary one for us. Obviously, we know 94 is going to be the big boys. Anyway, let's round it off by seeing the final kingdom of their gang. I think it's 09. Let's go and have a look. 09, 90. Where's your cutoff point? So they have a big old star as well. KVK1 winners, and they're stronger than I thought. Let's hope he's not same season. Thank God. They've got some big boys here as well. Listen, all these kingdoms are going to have big players, and they're all going to have a selection of smaller same season players. It doesn't matter too much how... Spending's obviously important always, but unlike Season of Conquest, You don't have to get Crystal Tech in KVK3, which I guess is why it's so appealing for people to migrate back to KVK2 and do it. So big accounts are just very good here. It's less impressive. But 09, Kara's there. Well, the star going, big alliance there. Decent, well, that's just very much a secondary alliance, isn't it? We won't bother look at that. But this one's a strong primary alliance. Oh, let's go back and analyze and conclude and see who's going to win. Right, the numbers are back up. So again, the power is definitely on their side. Stars on their side, kill points on our side. But if you look at the kill point break, well, I suppose that's unfair. I was going to say most of them come from our kingdom, but 07's, well, 07 and 03 are both more than 16 and 90. So I guess you could say it's, well, it's not even, we've got more, but it's not completely skewed by us. It's an interesting one. To be honest, it doesn't matter too much to me if we lose, as long as we actually get to fire and I get the chance to be able to use my marchers, do some streaming, enjoy it again, rather than just log in and farm and think, yeah, it's a lot of farming this. I am looking forward to it. I will be doing some Marauders. As I said, I'll be streaming some of that just to give me something to do for a while. Because, yeah, it gets a bit lonely and boring outside of KVK. I would say, what do you think? Look at this. Underdogs, favourites. I'd say we're slight underdogs. I think the main reason for that is the 3 stars our side versus 5 stars their side. It sounds a bit hackneyed, but, you know, you get in a winning habit and you kind of know how to win, especially on a game like Rock. I know that we know how to win, but, you know, how will that transpire with just the 3 stars on our side against the 5 on theirs? We shall see. Kill points probably more important than power at this stage, which is why I think we're only slight underdogs, but I think 08 are very strong. 07 are strong as well, but 08 is a very impressive kingdom, I must say. 20 and 3 are very much wildcard to me. We'll see how they do. Well, that's it from me, folks. I'd be interested to hear what everyone thinks. I'll be back in a couple of days to get some Marauders killed, get some well-needed speed-ups in the bag. Until then, let me know who you think's the favourite in our Imperium-led KVK3, which I am very much looking forward to fighting in. If you like the video, do remember to subscribe and all those wonderful things. Till next time, my friends, salutations, goodbye, and take care.